Festival of Speed. Romantic match. Six.
A crazy little contraption this. We're loving this mono wheel, and it's great to see again a collecting mix of stuff here. This is the UK mono wheel team. They got the world. They're getting busy up the top of the hill. We've got the rally section.
And it ignites a lot of fire. What happens is the tyre compounds are so soft now of all the pro drift cars because we want to actually try to get as much traction as possible. What happens is the wheel speed is so fast, the rubber actually starts melting and the lubricant turns literally goes to like an oil. So then when the flame hits it, and then it just engulfs the whole rear of the car. So it's bloody perfect. But I mean, we were full speed. It was the final right-hand corner coming to the top of the hill or set into it. And it felt like just a graze on the hay bales, carrying the angle all the way through there. And so it broke the knuckle off of it. We do have the spares. We'll be able to get it back on track for our session at the end of the day today. So we have plenty of time to get it back together. But yeah, we finished the corner off with the wheel like that. But then once I came out of the right-hander and it got settled back straight, I could tell, obviously, because when we're going through the right-hander, all the load is on the left tire. So I was still able to complete that corner, but then just kind of drove it up to the top like this. We'll get it flat back down to the pit, get her fixed, we'll be back out.
GT3 RS Manti kit edition, and I spoke to Porsche and just said I'd love to have an opportunity to take this up the hill, because it's, for me, this is the best road car you can fundamentally get, and it was brilliant. I'm not pushing as far as I needed to, probably a little bit more, hopefully another one later on to give that a go.
I seem to remember an interview with you where you said that you don't care about this year, and you didn't care about last year, you care about 2026, but you must be really happy with where you're at, because you're leading the midfield pack.
The pack is close behind, is how I'd put it. I'm happy with where we are, mainly for this reason. Our focus has still been in 26, so the car's been in the wind tunnel since January the 2nd. That's where the focus of the team is. I would say 90% of the team is on 26, and yet 25 is a step forward, just simply by doing what I would call the basics right.
It was fantastic, lots of fun. I was here last year with the Ferrari, and now to be here this year with the Haas, their 10th anniversary, it's a very special event for them. So really happy to be here, and I hope we put on a good show for the guys.
We had a little bet between us who will get the less tread on the rain tires. So far, I'm a bit ahead, but he said he will catch me up on the way down, so.
I mean, in motorsport, we have girls doing go-kart, we have girls in GT3 at highest level, we have girls in Porsche Cup, in rally we also have some racers. We also have the horse riding with the girls that are, the riders are just insane, they are winning everything they're doing, so, it's a concept, it's becoming much bigger than just a team sport, and we are very proud to wear the colors.
You know, I think about 5 years ago, I was at a point in drifting where I'm like, this can't get any better, right?
Yeah.
Like, the driving can't get any better, people are pushing the limits, and every single year we come back, somebody brings something new, somebody's figured out a new way.
Yep.
The speeds get higher, the proximity gets closer, the show gets better, it just keeps on getting wilder. So the sport is just progressing all the time. More people are coming to watch the events, and look, we're here at Goodwood Festival of Speed.
Yeah, and just some of the fans just realising that they're on the big screens all the way up the hill and just catching a view of the, oh, Mommy, I'm on the TV.
Wow, it's amazing. I'm pushing more and more in the uphill. Obviously, the team asked me to not go too hard, but you know, the adrenaline comes up, and it's just amazing to be here and doing this. You know, I'm getting used a bit to the car as well now, and but I never get used to the sound. The sound is incredible.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel very lucky to get to work with the Porsche team and to create something that feels really unique and fun, and to bring it down here to Goodwood. And the sun's shining for us, so it's a good day all round.
Absolutely, and you seem to have a lot of fun with Porsche. I saw your advert you made for them.
Yeah, we have a really good time. It's great because as a team creatively, they really have allowed me to just kind of express my creativity and things that I guess I didn't really expect anyone to let me do. They were like, yeah, go for it, like just have fun and enjoy. And I think that's really like, I think the core values of the brand, really, you know.
You just told me that the last time you drove this car was in '88.
Yeah, 88 Australia. That was the last time. I drove a few McLaren. Once the one from 85, once 87. This year in French historical race, but yeah, not many opportunities. But quite pleased to do it here in Goodwood.
There is no cooler place than the Festival of Speed. It's got so much history, from the drivers to the cars, different types of cars, the era. So it's awesome to be here with a couple of McLaren world champions and a lot of other world champions. So this is a racer's heaven, Goodwood.
Fantastic news. I'm with Zach Brown in the back there, and I got a contract for next year. So I mean, I'm with Lando all the way. Come on.
Lovely to see you here. You still fit in the old race overalls.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, you know. So
it's great to see fans, but I tell you what, it's very challenging, the fans, to really get close to the drivers over there. But this event, you know, it's really great. You know, you can get really close to drivers, the cars, and the action. So it's great to be here. So and McLaren is back, flat out, I tell you.
Lucky, because I raced against a few of my heroes. The first year in IndyCar, I raced against Mario, against Emerson, and against Nigel. So there's not many current drivers that they can say they race against their heroes.
Your first Grand Prix, you're on pole position. Can you share some of the emotions?
Well, I could hardly believe it. Quite honestly, I didn't expect it, and the premium for that was that the Sir Jackie Stewart was next to me, and he was second.
No, this is a huge day for Goodwood. 75 years of F1, 8 world champions here. It's a huge thing, and most of all, thank you all so much for being here. To see you all out there it's very touching and moving, and everybody here is absolutely blown away by your affection and enthusiasm. Thank you very much.
And a huge round of applause for our 7 world champions. Nigel Mansell, Alain Prost, Mario Andretti, Sir Jackie Stewart, Emerson Fittipaldi, Jacques Villeneuve and Mika Häkkinen.
This is the one that could well be the winner of the pre-war class. Let's see what Julian Majoub can do in the Maserati Tipo 26M. He is very, very rapid, Julian. He's won the class here in the past. Last year with the Bugatti. He's won the SF Edge race at the Goodwood circuit many times, and he is really pushing.
This is what he was doing earlier. He was wrestling with the wheel. One of the smaller engines that we see in this pre-war class, 2.5 litre straight A from 1931. He's going to stamp on the brakes. The rear is squirming, heads in through Moulton. Look at all the grass that he took on the inside. He kicked up the dust. It's not a great middle sector from him, so we'll keep an eye on the times. It's actually a second slower than Gareth Graham in the Alfa Romeo.
Right, so this is going to be very close. So remember, 64.4 is the time to be in this class that Mark Gillies set. It's going to be a close run because he's not quite putting the sector times together. Is he going to make it? over the line, under 64 seconds. It's going to be very close. I'm not sure he's going to quite do it. Over the line he goes. 64.15. He's just done it so far. But James Wallace is one to really keep an eye on. James was incredibly impressive last year. The youngster from Cheltenham who races in the British Porsche Carrera Cup. He's hugely competitive and potentially one of the future stars. My goodness, he used a lot of grass there.
He did a lightning start off the line for him. He's going to come up, he's going to hit the brakes at Moulcombe. So this is where Benoit lost his time. Let's have a look from James. A lot more inside grass curve, and then really out of shape on the exit, and he's hitting the grass on the way up to the flint wall as well. This is quick, Ben.
It is quick. I was wondering if he was on the grass too much, but he's putting together a great section here as well, and it does look as though James Wallace is likely to go faster than we have seen so far. Remember, 49.8 is the time to beat. Across the line, yes, 47.69. Really going to be quite the one to go, but here comes Jake Hill. So, British Touring Car champion. Let's see what he can do. This is another car owned by Rick Woods. These two get on so well, and Jake drives so many of these machines. Let's see on board as well. Wonderful on-board view as he's slipping and sliding around, correcting it beautifully. Always so impressive up this hill.
Jake, you chuck Jake at anything and he's impressive. We've seen him win multiple times at Goodwood. He goes through a kick of the tail, and he goes through their members meeting in April. If you were there, of course, he won the Gordon Spice race on the Saturday with Rick Wood in a Ford Capri, so he knows how to handle all different types of machinery. And he was actually at Paul Ricard last weekend racing in a Ferrari at GT3, so hugely experienced. Winner, of course, of last year's British Touring Car Championship across the line. That's a decent time of 49.33.
And this, I'd have to tell you, is a mega machine. It's the Koenigsegg Spear, and this is a very special Koenigsegg. But it is a production car. It has already set production car lap records at Laguna. Versions of this, although this is the latest version. I think this is going to be very rapid, and it's driven by Marcus. Actually, no, it's Javier Castan this time. It's Javier Castan who's driving this time. I think this has the potential to be the fastest in this class, and not only that, to actually put in a very quick time.
A good first sector, Ben. It was over a second quicker than Durban in the Ford Mustang. And his challenge is actually set there, the fastest, say, third, fourth sector, shall we call it, third sector of anybody. We've got a few extra sectors on our timing screen here, but it's going to be close, but
that's quick.
That goes up to the very top of the times.
47.14. This is the machine that we do kind of expect to set the outright pace. It was fastest yesterday, being driven by Romain Dumas. Away we go.
It's going to get a faster launch, I would expect, off the line. Yeah, only just though. I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger, using less of the inside grass there, less of the inside grass at turn 2 as well. Flat chat down. So earlier on, or should I say yesterday, he got into the 44 seconds as it squeals its way through Moulcombe Corner, and he's nearly 7/10 up already.
Yeah, he is definitely setting the fastest pace. You're riding on board briefly with him as he comes through. Romain Dumas knows this hill climb so well, has set so many rapid times here over the years, has confidence in all the different machinery this Ford Super Track built specially for Pikes Peak as well, which he's done 43.50 seconds. That is the fastest of the day.
Wow, just wow. You can get close to the drivers, you can get close to the cars, you can really feel like you're involved in the action.
It's a fun fair, but with cars.